That question, yeah, we did make an adjustment by bringing in some 47s and then even looking at some 54s.
So that's a really good segue. You know, just switching gears here a little bit, how much should we be paying attention or how much credence should we give to these reports about Devin possibly going to 147?
Very much so. That's the next weight class up. So, I mean, like we were at 35, we looked up at 40 as possibilities. Now, inshallah, that we're victorious on December the 9th. Of course, that's the next weight division up.
Can you talk about the timing a little bit? I mean, there's a really big fight at 140 with Regis, and obviously this report came out that 147 is down the line for Devin, but why now?
You know what?
Why not?
His body has matured. I think that what we did at 135 was historic. It hadn't been done ever in the Fort Belt era, and the last undisputed champ was Pernell Whitaker. So that was great company. That was something that it was his first weight class. It was a goal. So now, I mean, he's climbing. If being a 3-division champ means something to him, or being a unified champ, ultimately at the end, Devin will make that choice.
What were your takeaways from the Lomachenko fight? Did you guys learn anything, or what was your overall takeaway from the experience?
Yeah, you always learn that that fighters like Lomachenko are never out. You know what I mean? And that was one of the things about Linares. Just understanding that it's a 12-round fight, and at this level, every fighter stands a chance. Of course, Devin survived and fought through that infamous late surge that Lomachenko tends to have. And it makes Devin a better fighter. And we're looking for, some great things on December the 9th.
Bit disrespectful from the coach talking about who you haven't fought. I'm going to rattle off some names. Linares, Kambosos, Lomachenko, Gamboa, Diaz. Me personally, I ain't seen Regis.
He wanted to say, who he thought it was going to be? Ronaldo, Nehemiah, Hussein Bolt, who else? Carl Lewis. That's the guys that he knows about. He doesn't know anything about. He doesn't know anything about
exactly.
Linares, Gamboa,
but those names that I'm talking
Kambosos,
about.
Lomachenko, Jojo Diaz, and now Mr. Regis Prograis. It sounds like a recipe for a Hall of Fame career at such a young age.
If he brings that flat-footed stuff that he did with Zarilla, you're going to try and get him out early?
Hey, listen, the shit that he done talked, he better come fight. His coach just said he going to fight, you know what I'm saying? So he better come fight. And once he come and fight, he going to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? We going to get him. We going to get you. We coming to get you, Mr. Regis Prograis.
So just looking ahead slightly, and I know obviously we don't want to look too far down the line. 140 pounds is becoming a very stacked division. I know you said 147 is the potential for Devin, but let's just say right here, right now, 140. Devin beats
Keep
Regis.
it real. Devin had it lit at 135. He's been around since Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia, the Lomas, and I mean, he cleaned it out. So, I mean, of course, stepping up to 140 pounds, he's going to light the division up. Devin is the fighter in or around the division.
Yeah, so if Devin gets this belt, right, then you look at the rest of the division, it's looking like Rolly's shaping up to, Orion wants Rolly. This seems like that might be a fight. Teofimo's talking about also going to 147. He's calling out Terrence. So it kind of begs to the question, well, if Devin stays at 140, who's next for Devin? Could it be Josh Taylor? Could he fight for that other belt with Soubriel? What's Devin going to do at 140 if he sits and stays at 140?
Yeah, well, I don't want to. At 72 hours, I don't want to go through all. You mentioned a lot of names.
Sure.
Right now, we got a two-time world champion in Regis Prograis. You know what I mean. But I'd be remiss to say that you didn't mention Teofimo Lopez. So.
I mentioned him. He's talking about Terrence, though. But go ahead. Sorry, bro.
But you're right. You're right. But that's why I say this. Let me reserve the right to talk about it on December the 10th. Those are all great fights. Let's take nothing away from none of them. You know what I mean? But we got Regis Prograis.
You're boxing that. What'd you think of Ryan last week?
Huh?
What'd you think of Ryan last week trying to put on that shoulder roll?
I mean, he fought out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I got a chance to see something in Ryan that, he's one of those other fighters, whether it be 1 to 12, he still stands a chance of being in it. So that added another dimension to his game. I know the boxer, Ryan Garcia. I know the boxer, Gordo. I know the boxer. I mean, through the amateurs. We've seen these guys. Hell of a boxers, you know what I mean, who are being billed as fighters and punchers. I think, Ryan is kind of starting to live up to that. as being a solid one punch knockout artist.
And what do you think about him calling out Shakur?
I mean, you know, when you got that one punch, you can call out anybody.
Thank you, Bill.